Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For BA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Would kick this team to get us going. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense comes on the field first today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's a short completion of the tight end. He's found some room with the 45. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. The Hurricanes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
To throw, it's Beck. Looking to scramble. There's contact on the throw. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 3rd down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught by the receiver. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. The Hurricanes are on the move here. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10.
6-9-1. Come on, set.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Canes move into the red zone. Back to pass. It's Beck. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Swarm by the pass rush. A sack.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Jones. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Looking for a gap, it's Frazier. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Short connection to the tight end here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. To the air, it's Stockton. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. He makes the grab. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Rush set it out to the offense. First down.
That's a first down for the offense.
He'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Quarterback drops back. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time.
A lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job in getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break.
Okay, ready?
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. The tight end has got it, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On the run, it's Frazier. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Too much speed for the defense.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll try the right here. Powering through. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Out past the 30. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Well, here's a great example for any defensive player on why you can't just use your arms to bring a ball carrier down. Most of those yards are yards after contact. You got to bring your shoulder and bring him down and wrap it.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Pass rush closing in. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
They're going for it, but the offense needs 13 yards on this fourth down. Dropping back. It's Beck. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds and pick up a few yards on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. Only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks into the open. Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first time. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Past the 25. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Back to throw. It's Speck. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Gives it to the back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Looking downfield, it's back. And the pass is intercepted, a takeaway for the defense. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play, the pick and then that return.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. On the run, it's Frazier. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Tackle made after a big gain. Will be 1st and goal at the 7. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that play.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Looking to throw. It's Beck. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up obviously in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. You've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Chewing clock with the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Now the pass rush gets home.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Play. Not a great return, but the important thing, the kick wipes out a scoring threat. I'll set the offense up at the 31, but get nothing.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage.
Escapes the pocket. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the possible loss into positive yards.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. The final 2 minutes here, this defense trying to hang on.